All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all praises and blessings to whom the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect spread abroad in the four corners of the planet Earth, who teach this word in truth and in sincerity. Peace to the sisters who watch and who learn as well. This is Brother Shamar Yah, okay, with another video. Okay, man, now this video is going to it's really stemming from, something that has been internal, all right, since I have woken up to this truth, all right, and since I have been in this truth, one of the things that has always played in my mind was a movie. All right, this movie that I had seen when I was, a young child, man. I don't know, 7, 8, 9. All right, and I'm a big movie fan, and I actually watched this movie, man. I don't know why did I watch this movie, and I remember something always stuck with me in this movie, man. Okay, and to this, and this is why this story has such significance right now. All right, that I'm about to go into. All right, and the movie is A Space Odyssey. You know what? I don't even remember how the whole movie went. Okay, but I do remember, all right, this monolith. This monolith. Now, as I, before before I did this video, I was, I wasn't really going to go into this monolith thing because, even though we're in the time of prophecy, all right, we are in the time of prophecy, and something that stuck out in my head from one of my prior videos, okay, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, was that I made a mention, all right, of I just did a video on the chariots, okay, the UFOs, and made mention of the and let me find that real quick, 1 second. Okay. It took me some time to find this thing, all right, and Salakia, all right, and so this is the I don't know how my name begins with the O. I don't know how I didn't remember the name of this thing, all right. It's called Oumuamua, all right, and it says Oumuamua is the first known interstellar object detected passing. Nonetheless, the object could be a remnant of a disintegrated rogue comet or and more reduplicated for emphasis first in advance of, and reflects the way this object is. All right. Now I'm going to play you this object because, like, going back to what I was saying, when I saw 2021 Space Odyssey, this is, and and I saw this. This reminded me of back when I was, a young child and saw that movie, and this reminded me of that object that was flying in space, man. And when this happened, I actually questioned whether this was a real incident or did they, because we can't look up into the sky, all right, and see these things. I don't have a telescope. I can't say whether or not this actually happened or this is the signal, okay, the Illuminati signal or a signal, of things. I don't know if it's on the left hand side or the right hand side as of yet, okay. Um, but there are scriptures, all right, which I don't want to, apply those scriptures to this particular object, all right. But there are many signs and wonders, okay, that are that are happening. If you've seen any videos on my channel, I have the double the double bow or the double rainbow that was very bright, brilliant in color. All right, many you know chariots, which the chariot sightings you could barely make out on most of the video, because with the chariots a lot of times you need you know uh, infrared cameras, all right, to really pick them up, all right. Or people will say that they're just flashes of light from or reverbs, all right. But okay, now this is from the Jet Propulsion Library. Laboratory. Now this happened in 20. Okay, they
It was a special day when this object was first discovered. We have been waiting for the discovery of an interstellar object for decades, basically.
Well, when I first heard about this interstellar object, it was very exciting just from a scientific point of view that finally there's been an actual observation of such an object.
This object is simply a...
Now I'm gonna say that these Edomites are either making this up, or they're totally full of shit. All right, they're not excited. I could tell you that one. I could tell you one thing: they're not excited about seeing this object. Okay, who would be excited, especially if you're an Edomite and you're working for NASA and you know what you have done, okay, to the earth, okay, to the inhabitants of the earth. You're not going to be excited at seeing intelligent life forms that are outperforming you, okay, outmaneuvering you, and okay, knowing that the origin, okay, of man are so-called black men, all right, knowing what's in those so-called UFOs, which are really the chariots of Israel. Okay, so they're putting on an act with these smiles. So if this thing is really real, these people are very, very dismayed, as the scriptures say. All right, concerned, dismayed at what they're seeing.
a piece of another solar system that was expelled, and it has been traveling through interstellar space for hundreds of millions of years, billions of years, we don't know.
A number of our survey projects and other observatories immediately turned their telescopes to take observations of this object. From the observations we have so far, it looks like it's a very elongated object, maybe about a quarter mile in length.
We think this object, 2017 U1, is very long, perhaps 400 meters or so long, and very narrow, skinny, perhaps maybe 40 meters or so in the other dimensions. That's a very unusual shape. We don't see that in our solar system. None of the asteroids in our solar system look like that. So it's very puzzling how it could have obtained this shape.
We also see that it's very reddish in color, which indicates that it's been possibly in space a long time and irradiated by not only the light from our sun, but other suns as well.
There's still quite a bit to learn about this interstellar object and limited time because it's on its way out of the solar system.
It's fading very fast. It's a relatively small object, so it's very dim. But we are continuing to try to use NASA assets like the Hubble Space Telescope and Spitzer to take observations to determine more about its size and composition.
NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office has a near-Earth object observations program which funds efforts that survey the skies to look for near-Earth asteroids and to calculate their orbits and their trajectories and to determine if any of them might pose a hazard to Earth. And as part of doing that, some amazing discoveries can happen, and the discovery of this interstellar object was one of them.
As our observational capabilities improve, Pan-STARRS has been getting better, other surveys have been getting better. There are new generation surveys that will come online. We will be detecting more of these in the future.
That's right. You can bet your Edomite tail that you will be, all right, detecting more of these in the future, all right. All right, and with that being said, all right, I'm gonna play this trailer, all right, and this shows you, okay, this backs up Obadiah, man. This backs up Obadiah, man. The book of Obadiah, okay, and I'm talking about parts of this movie, man. Okay. Now, I was mistaken, okay, in this movie because the name of this movie is 2001. I've been thinking the whole time that the name of this movie was 2021. Okay? Now, I've only seen this movie one time. All right? I only seen this movie one time. And I was, I was thinking that the name of this movie was 2021. Okay? Because, from seeing this movie as a child, that's the year that I thought that the earth was going to end. Okay? But according to this, it was 2001. All right? But like I said, I don't know if these monoliths, all right, because as you just saw, Oumuamua, all right. Now I don't know if again, if this is just a narrative of the elites, okay, and if it's not, then as you saw, and people, our people especially, they don't pay things like this much of attention, all right? But the object came into the Earth's solar system, all right, into the Earth's system, and passed around the Earth and left. That's pretty much what a recon plane does. America spends all of this money, Okay, you might see a stealth bomber and think that that's the technology side of Esau's his war machine. But no, the advanced system that he has is his reconnaissance airplanes. Like what is it? Is it the B2? Okay, one of these things, and I don't think they use the B2. Uh, I forgot the name, but they have these other planes. All right, but they're just real fast. All right, you can't even see them with your eye, man. They move fast, like the Blackbird, something like that. You can always look it up. But one of them was the B2 or the E2 or something like that. Um, and they just do recon. They fit these planes with cameras, and they fly miles above the earth. Okay, and that's where that eagle. That's where America, being the eagle, comes in, because these other countries don't have that ability. America has that ability. That being its eagle ability, it's able to fly above all of the rest of the birds, and it's able to observe uh, everything that's going on in these other countries. Okay, but in this case, I don't know if, like I said, if this technology is left, or or if it's right. Okay, but there is a story, whether it's left or right, that's comes along with the monolith. Okay, and this Oumuamua. All right. So here's a trailer from 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
No, not at all.
I've wondered whether you might be having some second thoughts about the mission.
How do you mean?
Rumors about something being dug up on the moon. I never gave these stories.
Rumors about something being dug up on the moon, right? Just that quick. Something just popped into my head. You see? You see there? Let me open another tab. Oh man, I can't open the tab. I can't open the tab right while I'm recording. Okay. Okay, it's just impossible. I'm not going to be able to go to it right now. I don't want to end this video. It's just somehow now I can't go into another tab. But okay. Okay, but I'm going to, okay, Chinese space program, because I just heard something, all right, about China in space. I believe it was China, all right. Let me see, Chinese in space today. Okay, I just heard something about the Chinese in space, and that was today, okay? But it's not popping up. Chinese land on moon. Three hours ago, okay? And this is from Al Jazeera, all right? There's another one, BBC News, okay, 13 hours ago. China's Chang'e 5 moon mission probe touches down, all right? And this was from the BBC news, and it says China has successfully put another probe on the moon. What did that movie just say? It said something about they were digging on the moon. All right. It says they said they were digging on the moon. Now listen to this story. It says the intention for them going on the moon is to package about 2 kilograms of soil or regolith to send up to an orbiting vehicle that can then transport the samples to Earth. Okay? So, now we're going to go back to this, because as you see in this movie, they were going, and in this AI said that they were doing what? Digging on the moon. Now, what does this have to do with prophecy? Well, like I said, this could be the ushering in, or this could either be the elites, okay, making a statement around the world, or like I said in my video, the last video that I just did on the chariots, I said we're going to start. This is going to be this year coming up is going to be a year that we're going to see a lot of things in the heavens, and especially chariots, man. Okay, probably like never before. Okay, because this is it.
Stories much credence, but particularly in view of some of the other things that have happened, I find them difficult to put out of my mind.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What are you talking about, Hal?
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Okay. All right. All right. Let me. Okay. So they went to the moon to find that. Okay. They found that on the moon. It was a monolith. All right. We're gonna go into what a monolith is. All right. Okay. Okay. Now this is how quick this news is going. All right. 2 days ago, all right, you had what?
There are...
1 second. I don't want to get any of their commercials in my video. Right. I don't want to get any of their. I didn't want to get any of their videos, commercials in my video. All right. But what you see here, the title is "Monolith in Utah Desert Vanishes Without a Trace." Now, they just found this monolith in the desert, okay? And then it mysteriously vanished. Okay, so now they're making these, showing these to the people for a reason. Okay, I believe they're showing these to the people for a reason. I'm going to play this. I've never seen this news story. I don't know what this guy is going to say.
Monolith that was recently discovered in the American desert has now disappeared as mysteriously as it appeared. The monolith was first found earlier this month by rangers in the Utah desert during a wildlife survey. No one officially knows who created the object or what it was intended for, though theories have ranged from an art installation to a prank or even extraterrestrial origins. Now the 3-meter-tall object has vanished. State officials have confirmed that the object disappeared at some point late last week, though they say they don't know who or what may have removed it. DW's Aaron Tilton has been following this story for us. Aaron, so what is this thing and where did it go?
Well, to both those questions, we don't know and we don't know. I mean, this object appeared earlier in the month, and of course it let a lot of people, just look at it, think about 2001, A Space Odyssey, the famous movie from Stanley Kubrick, where a monolith was discovered in the desert and put there by aliens. Now, when it comes to this thing, as you were saying there are a lot of different theories. Some people are saying it's an homage to 2001, other people are saying it's a prank, and still others are saying it's an art installation. It's something that a sculptor hid out in the desert to be discovered and then talked about by the world. But right now, we really don't know who or what is actually responsible.
They've cut it in?
All right, now I'm going to go into the definition. All right, and I'm going to go into the function of what a monolith is. All right, the purpose of the monolith is in the series of novels, all right, and films based on these. 3 monoliths are discovered in the solar system by humanoids and humans. Okay, monolith. Space Odyssey. Okay, function deals with themes of existentialism, human evolution, technology, artificial intelligence, and possibly extraterrestrial life. All right. Says, is the monolith God? He raises a finger toward the monolith, a gesture that alludes to the Michelangelo painting of the creation of Adam, with the monolith representing God. Okay, so we know that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is not a monolith. Okay, now, this monolith, the only one that I've seen fly was the Oumuamua, all right? But, I'm thinking that, since they're coming out with this, I'm thinking that these things are carrying a more sinister, left-handed, left-handed gesture, okay? They said he raises a finger toward the monolith, all right? And I'm thinking that it's something left-handed on the left-hand side, All right, because when you go to the seal on the dollar bill, all right, and that pyramid, all right, that part, that top part on that pyramid, all right, that is a monolith. A monolith, all right, that's what's on the top of the pyramid, okay. And I just wanted to share this information, put this information out. Um, get a quick scripture. Let me see. I can't go to the scriptures again. Still, right? I can't click on to there. So bear with me. I just want to go to Obadiah real quick. One second. Yeah, so don't this is not for you to be afraid of or dismayed at the signs of heaven, all right, or these things that are going on in outer space, because Esau is dismayed, all right. Now he witnessed Oumuamua, all right, and so now maybe these monoliths that he is putting up, is signaling, you know, is signaling, a signal for something. All right. All right. This is Obadiah 1:3. It says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high." All right. That saith in his heart, "Who shall bring me down to the ground?" All right. So yeah, man, this is Esau, you so-called white people. All right. Because guess what? You're called Caucasians. All right. And those are rock dwellers. All right. Cave dwellers. All right. As you see this monolith in the Utah desert, it looked like it's and it has in a cave surrounded, man. Okay, so you were probably doing some type of ritual. You're getting ready. Okay, for the last. You're pulling out all of the witchcraft that you could pull out. Okay, because they're about to start pushing this RFID chip in the vaccination, man. Okay. Obadiah 1:4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, okay? Again, Esau, the so-called white man, he exalts himself as the eagle. You look on the dollar, there's an eagle on the dollar. The symbol of the U.S. is the eagle. Again, those bombers that they have flying over the skies, all right, of these other countries. Let me see if I could. Okay, that's a B-2 bomber. Let's see. Blackbird. That's the name of it. Let's see. Okay, here it is. The Blackbird. Okay. And this went to yeah, man, this went to Google. Okay. I'm not gonna watch this whole. See, and this surpasses all of the technology of these other.
Area seniors.
Uh-oh.
Their senior medical.
Faster than a speeding bullet, and unlike any other aircraft ever built, it raced the sun and won. Flying at speeds of 2,000 miles an hour in the top 1% of the Earth's atmosphere, it holds every major speed and altitude record for a jet.
You did all of this effortlessly, and that was the feeling you had, that you had control of so much power.
It was the world's first stealth aircraft, flying over enemy territory and photographing 100,000 square miles of the Earth's surface in an hour.
You were sitting at the very front of that 107-foot-long spear penetrating enemy airspace. You were truly the tip of the sword. If anything went wrong, we would be on the 6 o'clock news.
He's the tip of the sword. Okay? So and that's shaped like a sword. Okay? And again, okay, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle is the highest flying bird, man. The most dominant, okay? The most dominant thing that the United States military has is the Air Force, man. Okay? So Obadiah 1:4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars. And you saw in that movie 2001, okay? That what, man? That was the end of the world in that movie, all right? In that movie, that was the end of the world, okay? I believe, I don't remember. I just believe that was the end of the movie, all right? And you had who in outer space, man, okay? The U.S., okay? This is a Stanley Kubrick film. Okay? And the U.S. was in space, man. All right? Even though you have China sending, they're sending their probes up there. All right? But as you see, what's this guy named? DJ Trump has come up with the Space Force. All right? Another arm of the military. Okay. Now we'll see if this guy bend over Biden tears that apart or not. Okay. Though thou, Obadiah 1:4 again, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Okay, jumping down to verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? You have these people who are saying that Esau is done away with. All right, he's not around anymore, but he's here, man, and he's the so-called white man, okay, who is really red, okay, wasted away. Okay, and he's been uncovered, all right, for the world to see, all right. He just had a bombing over here in, I believe it was a bombing they did in Iran, okay. And how do they do those bombings? They use these aircraft, okay. Like an eagle, man. The eagle, swoop down, boom, blow them up, man. Okay? This airplane is shaped like it's the tip of the sword. You say you're in the tip of the sword, man. Okay, so how are the things of... Yeah, Esau is trying to hide, but he can't, man. All right? Call halal Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect men of Yasharallah, spread across the four corners of the planet Earth. Peace to the sisters who watch and who learn. I hope you were edified. Keep watch. Shalom.